What's going on, guys? It's your boy, the Boxing Lowdown, and I'm back here with another video. Now, as always, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Feel free to drop a comment if you like, and I'll happily get back to you. Let's talk about it, man. Anthony Yarde and David Benavidez this weekend, headlining a terrific card over there in Saudi Arabia. Shout out to Turkey Al Sheikh, Riyadh Season, for keeping boxing afloat. You know, in times of all the madness. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you get these novelty fights popping up everywhere, people getting angry and upset. There are still some terrific cards and terrific fights to look forward to. And this weekend is one of them. I'm going to be talking about the main event in this video, man. Anthony Yarde and David Benavidez. Now, let me just talk a little bit about Anthony Yarde, man, because I remember I've met this guy a few times, and I remember when I was first starting out this channel, and you know he very kindly agreed to do an interview with me. My channel was nowhere. I mean, my channel's not that big now, but at the beginning, I barely had any subscribers or anything, and he was just such a down to earth guy, like willing to help, just a real cool person, man, humble brother. You know what I'm saying? So I've always had time for Anthony Yarde, and I appreciate, you know what I mean, with his help that he's done for me over the last few years. You know, in terms of just popping up on my channel and agreeing to help. Do you know what I mean? Like, these guys have busy schedules, they're training. Do you know what I mean? They've got strict regimes that they're working to. He didn't have to do that. So, and you know, I've always been appreciative of him and Tunde for allowing me to come to their gym and interview him and stuff like that. So shout out to Anthony Yarde, man. This fight here with David Benavidez is, listen, it's going to be the most difficult. Well, you could throw Beterbiev in there, but Beterbiev, he was definitely aging. But yeah, I'd say him but this fight coming up this weekend is going to be the most difficult challenge he's had. Kovalev, of course, when he traveled to Russia, people thought he might have had more of a chance then because it was an aging Kovalev. This guy here with David Benavidez, you're going in there with a young, athletic, in his prime fighter who is, you know, on most people's pound for pound list, maybe at the bottom half of them, but he's just terrific, unbeaten, has a lot of skills. He's not just the Mexican monster that, you know, plows forward and just punches you into oblivion. I mean, he does do that, but there is a level of there's a level to the madness with David Benavidez. He's terrifically skilled as well. He's got quick hand speed. He's smart in that ring. He's not just someone that marches forward and throws punches. And I have to be honest, I don't like doing this, especially when it comes to yard fights. But if he ever came across this video, but I fear for him in this fight in terms of, you know, the balance of how it's going to play out, and you know, the skill level, because I think that David Benavidez is he's a world champion, first of all, at light heavyweight. And he is obviously targeting the likes of a Beterbiev and a Bivol, who are the top two by a distance. I think Benavidez is going to be up there as well. But yeah, he's targeting those two guys. He's going to want to make a statement in Saudi Arabia this weekend against Anthony Yarde. And I just feel like with Yarde, it's crazy, right? Because you can't deny his courage. You know, going in there, going to Russia to fight Kovalev, and it weren't no Moscow or anything like that. He went to like one of the real far out Russian places that I've never even heard of. Excuse my ignorance. And he went to fight Kovalev literally in his backyard. So you can't deny the courage of the man. Again, going to fight Beterbiev, and you know, coming up short there, and now going to fight David Benavidez. You can't deny his courage, but I just feel like the skill gap between his opponents has been way too vast at times. You look at some of the guys he's fought, real journeyman level fighters, and then he'll just go right up to the top. There's no real in between. And he could do that at light heavyweight. Do you know what I mean? He could fight those in between guys. Lyndon Arthur, you could say, is probably on the fringes of that. But then you've got the likes of a Buatsi, a Callum Smith, guys who are not at the Beterbiev and the Bivol and the Benavidez level, but they're just underneath it. Do you know what I mean? Like, he could have worked his way up the ladder that way, but Yarde has literally fought opponents down here and then go right up here. Do you know what I mean? There's no in between. And this is another example of that this weekend. And I think, yeah, watching his recent fights, I mean, he did beat Lyndon Arthur again in a rubber match. So, you know, he won that 2-1. And, you know, he didn't get him out of there. But Yarde is, I think, you know, he's got power. He's got courage. He's definitely someone that puts his punches together very well. When he opens up, you know, it's a joy to watch. Do you know what I mean? When he has an opponent going and he lets his combinations go, the hand speed, he's got it. He's got that. But I just think with David Benavidez, I just think he does everything marginally better than Yard in terms of hand speed, in terms of punch selection, in terms of overall skill. David Benavidez, he outmatches Yard for me in that opinion. And I think that the defense for Yard, I don't think it's going to be hard for Benavidez to catch him, which is going to be the problem. I don't think Yard is as elusive as, he's not the most elusive guy. So he's going to be taking shots from Benavidez. And how many of those shots can you take over 12 rounds before, you succumb to it? So that's what I'm kind of fearing a bit this weekend with Anthony Yarde, man. I fear that David Benavidez is going to be he's going to outmatch him, I think, in terms of him being younger, him throwing more punches, him having more pop to his punches as well. He is moving up from super middleweight to light heavyweight, David Benavidez. He has been mainly a super middleweight throughout his career. But look at the size of him. I mean, you saw the two go head to head at the press conference. There doesn't look like there's much in it at all. Do you know what I mean? I don't think that's going to be a factor whatsoever. So, yeah, I've got David Benavidez winning this fight. And unfortunately, I got him winning late. You know what I mean? I know I like Benavidez a lot. Do you know what I mean? He's one of my favorite fighters out there as well. So it's not a matter of me rooting against him, but it's just the fact that, yeah, with Yard, I've met him a few times. I want to see the brother do well. Do you know what I'm saying? But unfortunately, yeah, this is one of those fights where I think he's going to come a little short. And there's no disgrace in losing to David Benavidez. Do you know what I mean? Especially if he puts up a great effort. There are plenty of other fighters out there at light heavyweight that he could fight. It's a stacked division. Even if he loses to Benavidez credibly, he could fight Joshua Buatsi next for sure. Do you know? So shout out to Anthony Yarde. I'm really looking forward to this fight, man. Let me know what you guys think about it. How do you see it going? I've got David Benavidez winning this probably in about 9-10 rounds, man, for sure. But let me know what you think. Drop your thoughts in the comment section below, and I'll catch you on the next video.